Not every chapter of your life story is meant to be read aloud. Some pages are penned in the silent language of the soul, understood best when kept between the lines. Sometimes it's best to keep certain things to ourselves. Over the years, the success or downfall of individuals, kingdoms, and entire civilizations has often depended on whether a crucial secret was kept or exposed. Secrets have a dual nature. They can protect us or lead to our downfall. But imagine there are secrets so important that they shouldn't be shared with just anyone. The ancient Stoics understood the power of secrets very well. They practiced a discipline of staying silent and courteous, which kept them safe and maintained their honor. In this discussion, we'll explore 10 topics that, following Stoic wisdom, you should keep to yourself. These secrets are all important and connected, so we recommend watching until the end to understand their significance. Number 1. Your personal grievances. Holding on to grudges has been likened to self-poisoning, hoping for the harm of the other person. It's an unnecessary burden, a constant nagging, and often a fruitless effort. Instead, dealing with personal grievances in a Stoic manner internally fosters balance and self-control. Refraining from airing every minor annoyance builds a kind of toughness, teaching us to resolve issues internally without wasting our energy. This concept echoes the thoughts of Epictetus, who believed that our disturbance comes not from events themselves, but from our thoughts about them. Sharing every bit of displeasure doesn't just spread negativity, it also, in a way, seeks others' agreement with our feelings. By stepping back and reflecting, we give ourselves a chance to evaluate the legitimacy of our grievances, to see if they're within our control or worth our mental space. Often we find that many annoyances don't merit our attention, and that directly addressing the significant ones is more rewarding than merely talking about them. History is filled with examples of individuals whose lives were overshadowed by personal grievances, leading to their downfall. The notorious duel between Aaron Burr and Alexander Hamilton, fueled by long-standing animosity, ended tragically, costing Hamilton his life and Burr his reputation. Their story vividly illustrates the perils of allowing grievances to drive our actions. In our modern, fast-moving world, there's a tendency to vent, mistakenly viewed as therapeutic. However, Stoicism suggests a more introspective approach. Understand the root of grievances and respond thoughtfully rather than impulsively. Next time you're irritated, take a moment to reflect. Consider whether expressing this annoyance will lead to any positive change or if it might just aggravate the situation. Often, choosing silence can be a profound strategy, and finding inner peace the greatest triumph. Number 2. Your future plans. Ever felt the curious eyes of someone trying to guess your next move? There's a certain power in keeping your future plans to yourself, safeguarding them with a sense of pride rather than making them common gossip. Your goals and dreams are precious, and by not sharing every aspect, you preserve a sense of mystery and keep others guessing about your next steps. In today's world, where oversharing is the norm, there's real strength in being reserved, allowing your actions to do the talking. Consider historical figures like Napoleon Bonaparte, whose brilliance on the battlefield was sometimes overshadowed by his tendency to reveal too much, leading to his undoing at times like the Battle of Waterloo. Or take business leaders like Howard Hughes, who succeeded in part because they kept their plans secret, always staying a step ahead of the competition. This strategy of discretion is even more relevant today, with the constant urge to broadcast our lives on social media. Yet, Stoicism teaches us the value of a more considered, private approach to our ambitions. By not disclosing our every intention, we protect our goals and give ourselves the flexibility to pivot as needed without outside influence. As Seneca's advice reminds us, knowing our destination is crucial, but we don't have to broadcast our route to everyone. Keeping our plans close isn't about fear or uncertainty. It's a strategic choice that acknowledges how unpredictable the world can be. It's not about hiding, it's about cherishing your path, ensuring that when you do take action, it's with confidence, precision, and always a step ahead. Number 3. The quiet desires of your heart. Ever encountered something small, perhaps seemingly trivial, that unexpectedly touched your heart? Maybe it was a forgotten dream, like the wish to learn a musical instrument, or the simple joy of dancing in the rain. These tiny personal desires often remain just quiet whispers, easily overlooked amid the hustle and bustle of daily life. There's a common urge to share these moments, these modest ambitions, with others. A part of us believes that sharing makes them more tangible, yet speaking of them too soon might expose them to the unwelcome judgments of others. Not everyone will grasp why you're drawn to the ukulele or have taken up gardening, and that's okay. As a Stoic thinker might put it, weaving ancient wisdom into our modern lives, the dreams that speak to our hearts are meant for us alone, not for public scrutiny. Consider Socrates, the famed philosopher whose teachings reach us secondhand through his pupil Plato. Socrates himself left no written records, creating a veil of mystery around his personal thoughts and desires. This lack of direct documentation adds to the enigmatic allure of his philosophy and the man himself, emphasizing that some things gain value from being kept private. In today's world, where sharing is the norm, consider holding back on revealing your unshared dreams for a while. Let them flourish quietly within you. When they are robust enough to withstand both praise and critique, that might be the right time to unveil them. Until then, safeguard these dreams. They are your unseen wellspring of strength, your silent anthem of hope. They represent the unseen enchantments poised to unfold in your life, on your own terms, at your chosen pace. Number 4. The silent battles you're waging. Every person you meet carries a hidden world of stories within them. While a few of these tales might be shared, the majority remain untold, silently shaping the individual. These personal journeys, filled with challenges and silent victories, are deeply transformative. They not only define our identity, but also influence our outlook on life, pushing us to our utmost capabilities. The analogy of the strongest metals being forged in the fiercest fires applies to us as well. It's our private struggles that fortify us. Epictetus, a philosopher from ancient times, taught us an important lesson. It's our reaction to life's events, not the events themselves, that defines us. This principle underscores the silent wars we wage within, often carrying burdens unseen by others. This doesn't imply we must keep everything to ourselves. The art lies in discerning who deserves to know our innermost struggles and choosing the right moment to share. In a world where listening is rare and understanding is even rarer, sharing our deepest challenges should be a cautious choice, reserved for those who truly value our trust. In today's digital age, the push to share every aspect of our lives publicly is strong, yet there is profound value in selective sharing. Keeping some battles private serves as a personal testament to our resilience, a badge of honor we award ourselves. While seeking support is part of human nature, it's crucial to recognize that not everyone will grasp the full depth of our personal experiences. Often, the lessons learned from our struggles find their truest resonance when reflected upon in solitude. The Stoics believed in the power of silence for growth, reminding us that true transformation is nurtured in quiet reflection. Number 5. The temptation of excessive comfort. It might feel a bit against the grain, but there's a real wisdom in not broadcasting every time we step out of our comfort zone. When we share each challenge or new experience, our motivation can start to shift. Instead of seeking personal growth, we might find ourselves fishing for compliments or validation for our courage. But embracing challenges quietly aligns more with the Stoic philosophy of focusing on personal development rather than applause. Consider this: the next time you wake up early to delve into a book or decide to walk in the rain just to feel more alive, maybe keep that moment for yourself. It's not about putting on a performance, it's about your own growth. Marcus Aurelius once pondered whether our actions are for appearances or for true progress. Think of Alexander the Great, who, despite his access to untold luxury, would often sleep on the ground and share the same simple meals as his soldiers. This wasn't a spectacle, but a method to stay grounded and connected to the harsh realities outside the bubble of luxury. We might not command armies, but we all face our own battles and challenges that are just as meaningful. In today's world, where comfort is often just a tap away, it's the challenges, the wind, the rain, and the steep climbs that carve out our character, much like they do mountains. Embracing these trials quietly, without seeking external validation, allows us to uncover parts of ourselves that we might have forgotten. While comfort has its place, venturing into the unknown on our own terms is where we truly grow and rediscover the depths of our potential. Number 6. The whispers of self-doubt. Have you ever been on the verge of making a big decision, only to find yourself hesitating, held back by doubts whispering quietly in your mind? Questions like, "Am I good enough?" or "What if I fail?" seem to linger in the shadows of our thoughts, steering us away from reaching our full potential. It might be tempting to voice these insecurities out loud, hoping for someone to contradict them. However, a Stoic philosophy suggests the importance of facing these doubts internally first, before making them public. This approach stems from the belief that it's not the situations we encounter that disturb us, but rather our perceptions of them. This wisdom, drawn from the depths of Stoicism, proposes that tackling our inner doubts privately can lead to profound personal growth. In today's world, sharing a doubt can inadvertently lead to an overwhelming barrage of advice, much of it contradictory, which only adds to our confusion. Instead, why not engage with these doubts in the quiet of your own mind? Allow your own insights to heal and guide you, rather than getting swept away by the multitude of external opinions. In an era where every feeling is at risk of becoming a public display, there's a significant strength to be found in solitude. This is particularly true when it comes to managing self-doubt, which benefits more from your full attention than from public scrutiny. Wouldn't it be more prudent to address and repair our uncertainties in private rather than exposing our vulnerabilities to an audience? This way, we can fortify ourselves internally before presenting our decisions to the world, ensuring we're on solid footing before taking the next step. Number 7. The gentle ebb and flow of your emotion. Life is a rich tapestry, colored with emotions like joy, sadness, love, and anger, among many others. In today's world, where sharing every emotion in real time through updates and stories is the norm, there lies a quiet strength in keeping certain feelings to ourselves. This isn't about hiding our emotions, but rather recognizing their complexity and personal nature. Expressing these emotions instantly might not fully convey their depth, and sometimes the world can be harsh towards our most vulnerable feelings. Reflect on Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor, whose profound emotional reflections were recorded in his private writings, known today as meditations. These were not declarations meant for the public eye, but personal contemplations intended for his eyes only. His approach offers a lesson for us. the importance of taking time to truly understand our emotions before sharing them with the world. In an era that often values quick reactions, there's a deeper wisdom in letting our emotions simmer, to fully grasp them before deciding if and how to share them. Not every emotion needs to be immediately broadcasted. By holding some feelings back and reflecting on them, we might reach a more profound understanding or see them evolve. So the next time you feel a wave of emotions, consider giving them room to unfold. They represent your unique journey through life's vast array of experiences. Not every journey demands an audience. Some paths are meant to be navigated alone, with stories to be told when and if you feel the time is right. Number 8. Your personal achievements and successes. Finding satisfaction in our achievements, whether they're large or small, brings a quiet joy. Yet, in today's fast-paced world, there's often a push to announce every success. The Stoic philosophy encourages us to appreciate our accomplishments privately, finding validation from within rather than from others. This internal validation is more lasting and authentic. Sharing every achievement can sometimes lessen its personal value, transforming significant milestones into casual chat points. This perspective doesn't mean we shouldn't celebrate successes with those close to us. It's about being selective, understanding the difference between sharing happiness and seeking approval. When we truly value our progress and achievements internally, we cultivate a sense of independence and inner strength. This independence acts as a buffer against the fluctuating tides of external approval and disapproval. History is filled with examples where the quest for recognition led to unintended consequences. The story of Icarus, though mythical, illustrates a timeless aspect of human nature. Caught up in the exhilaration of flight, he ignored warnings, flew too close to the sun, and tragically fell into the sea. His downfall was driven by a desire for acclaim and the breach of limits, not for personal growth, but for external acknowledgement. Valuing our successes quietly doesn't undermine their importance, it emphasizes it. In an era of constant online presence, this approach can be challenging yet rewarding. The next time you accomplish something, take a moment to relish it privately. Enjoy that achievement and then thoughtfully choose who to share your joy with. Number 9. Your personal progress. Imagine a caterpillar undergoing its transformation hidden away in a cocoon. This process is intimate and unseen by the outside world. Now think about if this caterpillar felt compelled to share every minor change in its journey. Not only would it distract from the transformation, but it could also potentially interfere with the process. Similarly, the journey of personal growth holds a certain sacredness when kept private. Each step towards self-improvement, every insight gained or realization made, is precious. However, this doesn't mean we should never share our progress. Sharing can be healing and inspiring to others. Yet, the Stoic philosophy teaches us to value introspection more than broadcasting our achievements. Seneca, with his profound insights, encouraged living as a continuous learning process, not a series of announcements about our lives. In today's digital era, where sharing every detail of our lives has become almost reflexive, it's important to pause before we post. Ask yourself whether you're seeking validation or genuinely looking to connect with others. This distinction is crucial. Drawing inspiration from the Stoic Marcus Aurelius, we're reminded that life is about transformation, and opinions on that transformation are plentiful. As you journey through your own personal development, consider the power of moving quietly forward rather than announcing every milestone. Number 10. Your vulnerabilities and weaknesses. It's often said that every hero has a weak spot, an Achilles heel, which, despite their overall strength, can lead to their downfall. This idea reflects the complex nature of humans, made up of both strengths and weaknesses. These vulnerable aspects, those soft spots within our psyche, need safeguarding rather than being laid bare. It's not about concealing or denying them, but treating them with the respect they deserve. As echoed by thoughts akin to Epictetus, our true impact comes not from these vulnerabilities themselves, but from how we perceive and handle them. Acknowledging our vulnerabilities is crucial. They are the scars of past battles, the lessons we've learned, and sometimes the fear of challenges yet to come. They are intimately ours, and sharing them widely opens us up to judgments that might cloud our own perspectives or acceptance of these vulnerabilities. By recognizing and privately addressing our vulnerabilities, we strengthen ourselves, preventing these sensitive areas from being exploited or misunderstood. This internal work can turn perceived weaknesses into opportunities for growth. Historical figures have often been aware of their vulnerabilities, choosing to keep them private and use them as a source of motivation rather than a hindrance. Abraham Lincoln, for example, used his personal challenges and experiences of depression to deepen his empathy and leadership, whereas Julius Caesar's misplaced trust in his close associates led to his downfall, highlighting the complexity of vulnerabilities. In today's culture of oversharing, the push to expose every facet of our lives can feel intense. Yet there is a significant strength in choosing what to share and what to keep to ourselves. Understanding and nurturing our vulnerabilities in private allows us to grow without the pressure of external scrutiny. It's perfectly fine to keep certain aspects of our lives to ourselves. After all, there's a certain allure to mystery, and sometimes strength is found in the chapters of our lives that we choose not to share openly. Thanks for coming along on this ride with us. Your backing is the key reason we can share insightful content across the globe. Got a subject or concept you're curious about? Feel free to mention it in the comments. It's your ideas that drive our quest to offer deeper insights. If today's content spoke to you, don't forget to leave a like and hit subscribe. Let's continue to fuel the fire of knowledge together. Until next time, stay strong, stay stoic, and let the stoic winds transform your life.